In this lesson, let's learn about adding a child domain to an AD forest. First of all, we will review the network diagram, then we will verify connectivity. After that, we will promote the server to a domain controller. Then we will perform post DCPromo configurations. Finally, we will sum up the lesson with the keynotes. Here is the network diagram and the AD forest structure for IT life skills. In the previous lesson, we have already installed the first domain controller, and by now you might have been installed the second domain controller for the IT life skills.local domain. In this lesson, we will install this domain controller. It is the first domain controller of the domain hq.itlifeskills.local. This table shows us the domain controller configurations. As you can see, this is the physical configurations and this is the server configurations. From the server configuration, we notice that the server have already been installed with the Active Directory domain services and DNS server roles. And we are going to promote the server to a domain controller of the child domain hq.itlifeskills.local. And we will use the administrators at itlifeskills.local account to promote, and we must make sure that the server has the connectivity with the domain controller of the parent domain GPVDC01. Let's verify the server connectivity. First of all, we need to check the IP configuration of the server by using the command ipconfig. As you can see, it has a correct IP address, correct subnet mask, and correct default gateway. Now let's verify the DNS server by using the command nslookup. As you can see, it uses the correct DNS server that we specify. Now let's verify the server connectivity to the domain controller of the parent domain ping GPV DC01. As you can see, it has the connectivity to the domain controller of the parent domain. To be on the safe side, we also want to check the connectivity to the parent domain itself. Let's ping itlifeskills.local and hit enter. As you can see, it also has the connectivity to the parent domain. Everything looks good. As you know, this server have already been installed with Active Directory domain services and DNS server roles. Let's promote this server to a domain controller of the child domain hq.itlifeskills.local. To do that, we need to click on this exclamation point, then select promote this server to a domain controller. Here we will select the option add a new domain to an existing forest. Then we will type in the parent domain name itlifeskills.local. Then the new domain name is HQ. Then we will use the administrators at itlifeskills.local account to promote. Type in the password and click OK. Then click Next. Here we will type in the directory services restore mode password. This password will be used to restore this domain controller. So type in the password and type in the same password to confirm. Then click next. Here we click next. As you can see, it select the correct NetBIOS name. So we click next. Everything looks good in the path here. We keep it installed in the C drive. So click next and click next. And here we click install. And that's it. We have just promoted this server to the domain controller of the hq.it/liveskills.local domain. Now let's perform post DCPromo configuration. First of all, we need to check the DNS server configuration by using the command ns lookup, then hit enter. As you can see, the DCPromo process changed the DNS server to the local loopback IP address 127.0.0.1. Let's fix this. Let's open File Explorer and right-click on Network and click Properties. And click on Ethernet and click Properties. Here we select Internet Protocol version 4, then click Properties. And here we need to change the preferred DNS server to this IP address. So we clear this out and type in 10.10.0.10, then click OK, then click close and click close and click close, close, and here we X out this and NS lookup again. As you can see, it show up with the correct DNS server IP address, but the default server name is still unknown. We need to fix that. Let's open DNS Manager. Click on Windows Administrative Tools and click on DNS. Now we need to create the reserved lookup zones. So click New Zone, click Next, and click Next, and click Next, and click Next. Here we type in 10.10.0 and click Next, and click Next, and click Finish. And here we need to open forward lookup zone and click on the hq.it/liveskills.local and open this records. And here we select update associated pointer records and then click OK. And now we open reserve lookup zone and open this records. As you can see, it points to the hostname RPVDC01. Everything looks good. Let's now configure the DNS server. To do that, we need to right-click on the DNS server name, then click on Properties. On the Interfaces tab, in this case, the server has only one IP address. However, we may add more IP addresses to this server in the future. So to be on the safe side, we need to select the option only the following IP addresses and select the IP address that we want the DNS server to listen on. Now we click on Folders tab. As you can see, the DCPromo process automatically select the DNS server of the parent domain. to forward any unresolved queries to, and we do not want that. We want it to send to the Google public DNS. So let's click on edit and click on the records and click delete, and here we add the Google public DNS IP address 8.8.8.8, then click OK and click apply and click OK. Now we verify the DNS configuration by using the command nslookup. As you can see, it has the correct server name and correct IP address. Everything looks good, so we have just finished the post DCPromo configuration. This is the end of this lesson. Let's read the keynotes.